I'm Spotlight on America correspondent Angie Moreschi. When disaster strikes, many homeowners don't realize they probably don't have enough insurance to cover all their losses. It's proving to be a major problem for those impacted by the recent wildfires in California and hurricanes in the southeast. And it could be a problem for you too.
The water started coming in the house.
These folks near Asheville, North Carolina, faced unprecedented flooding when Hurricane Helene hit their area last September.
We got out on our roof.
Many homes left 25 feet underwater.
My mother was trapped in the house. There was no way to escape because the water got so high.
In January, they told President Trump harrowing stories of what they experienced then.
I didn't think I was going to make it, but we did make it out.
And now, as they try to recover.
No insurance on flood insurance, so we had to depend on FEMA. Of course, it's not enough.
Did you find most people didn't even realize they were underinsured?
Most people are surprised by this.
Emily Gallagher is an assistant professor of finance at the University of Colorado. She co-authored a recent study of victims from the 2021 Marshall wildfires near Denver and found 3 out of 4 homeowners were underinsured. This almost impacted you.
Yeah, my family packed up, got everything in the car. We were about to evacuate.
Luckily for her, the wind shifted and the fire turned away, but many of her friends lost their homes, driving her research to find out why so many didn't have enough insurance.
What we're finding is that homeowners seem to pay a lot of attention to premiums and less attention to coverage limits.
Nobody realizes they don't have enough coverage.
Doug Quinn learned that firsthand after his home was severely damaged by Hurricane Sandy in New Jersey back in 2012.
It was devastating. It changed the whole course of my life. It took me 7 years to get back home, and I was fully insured.
The traumatic experience led him to found the American Policyholder Association. Following the recent hurricanes in the southeast and wildfires in California, Quinn was on scene with his team helping victims, many just realizing they didn't have enough insurance.
It's a shock. People sort of have this belief that I have insurance, everything's going to be okay.
Unfortunately, insurance policies can be confusing, but it's critical to read it, understand what's covered, and make sure you check every year to see if anything's changed when you get that renewal notice.
It's not just the premium, which is the one thing everybody looks at. There could be exclusions from coverage. There could be a change in your coverage.
When setting your policy limit, estimate the replacement cost to rebuild and consider inflation on labor and supplies, which can drive up costs. Then compare the same coverage between carriers. Also, be aware to cover flooding, you need a separate policy. According to FEMA, 99% of counties nationwide have been impacted by flooding, but only about 5% of homeowners have flood insurance. A reality so many in North Carolina are just now discovering can have catastrophic consequences. A standard policy generally covers replacement value for the structure of your home up to your policy limit, and it covers contents like furniture and personal belongings, but you don't automatically get replacement value for contents. Some opt for what's called actual cash value for personal belongings, which is cheaper but also subtracts depreciation. I know it all gets very confusing. We'll have more information for you online. Just click on this story at spotlightinvestigates.com. For Spotlight on America, I'm Angie Moreschi.